And now to that crisis on the U.S. border with Mexico. We have shown you the pictures. A giant wave of young children, tens of thousands of them, many without their parents, trying to cross into the United States. Here, Americans stopping their buses and forcing them to turn back. And today, President Obama asked for billions of dollars to staunch the tide. ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl.
With anger over the border crisis at a boiling point,
we have to stand up and fight.
The White House today asked Congress for $3.7 billion to deal with the flood of unaccompanied children coming into the United States illegally. Nearly half of the money would go to care for the children while they await deportation hearings. Most of the rest for beefing up border security and hiring new judges and lawyers to process the cases. It's going to be a tough sell. Republicans today accuse the president of asking for a blank check. Overall, more than 52,000 children have crossed the border alone illegally since October. The White House has refused to say how many of them have been deported.
I don't have a specific number in front of me, John. There are a couple of things.
I've been asking this for a couple of weeks.
I know.
But it's a pretty small number, right? I mean, not many are showing up for their hearings, right?
I don't have the number in front of me, John, but
President Obama travels to Texas tomorrow for political fundraising in Dallas and Austin, but he will also meet with Texas Governor Rick Perry. It may be a tense conversation. Perry has blamed the president for the crisis, even suggesting he's part of a coordinated effort with Central American governments to bring the children over the border.
I don't believe he particularly cares whether or not the border of the United States is secure. And that's the reason there's been this lack of effort, this lack of focus, this lack of resources.
One place the president won't be visiting tomorrow is the border. Despite intense criticism from Republicans and even some Democrats, the White House says the president doesn't need to go to the border because he's been there before and is fully aware of what's going on.